It is Friday, the 23rd day of May 2022. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being a part of today's edition of Prime News, coming to you live from Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. My name is Fon Quinter. The news starts now. Cameroon has celebrated 50 years as a unitary state during this year's edition of the 23rd May celebration. Stakes are, however, high in terms of comprehension as Cameroonians remain in doubt in terms of situating why the country is celebrating 50 years again, given a similar activity took place some 10 years back during Day, with details.
Defense and security forces are the service of the people for the preservation of social peace and national cohesion, guarantee of the emergence of Cameroon. This is the theme for this year's edition of the 20th May celebration, commonly known as the National Day in Cameroon. Away from the fanfare display, Cameroon is celebrating 50 years as a unitary state. But given that in 2010, the country celebrated 50 years of independence, many Cameroonians are yet to understand the reason for another golden jubilee. However, going down memory lane, we examine the developments that led to the unitary state of Cameroon from 1959 to 1972, which were characterized by a conflict of interest and views, and subsequently changed the previous federal state into a unitary state in 1972, as Nocha Prudence, an expert in Cameroon history, now tells us more.
To go down to history, realize that this day was instituted on the 20th of May 1972 after a referendum, and this referendum, like we know, came due to the difficulty of the then president Amadou Ahidjo to properly administer the country under the federal system. So after some national analysis and why the country wasn't moving forward in terms of economic, social and cultural development, the president took it to the Federal National Assembly on the 9th of May 1972. So this particular decision made through a referendum by Cameroonians to adopt this new system of governance made Ahidjo to declare the 20th May as Cameroon National Day celebration.
50 years as a unitary state, Cameroonians have expressed mixed feelings in terms of the country's achievements.
Things have changed. There was no crisis. Now, 2022, there's a crisis, northwest and southwest, which is bringing down all very big problem in our country.
There have been some considerable advancement in the development of Cameroon 50 years after the adoption of this new system of government. But this development, like we can see, has been very slow when we want to compare to other African countries.
Here in Douala, it was an opportunity for outstanding citizens to be awarded with gold medals as recognition for their assiduousness in work, while both civilian and military march past parade took central stage to call it a day.
Now, Cameroonians from all walks of life in the city of Douala have celebrated the National Day with the main military and civilian parade during an event chaired by the governor of the Lithowa region. Wanze Njoyogo was at the ceremonial ground. This is what she brought back.
In Cameroon's economic capital, Douala, this occasion took place at the 20th May Boulevard with the presence of the governor of the Littoral region, Samuel Ivaha Dubois, who chaired this occasion, and other administrative dignitaries of this region. This occasion kicked off with the national anthem, followed by medals given to meritorious officers who distinguished themselves in their work. Military officers, forces of law and order, pupils, students, political parties, organizations all took part in the celebration. On the question of security challenges, the governor of the Littoral region, Samuel Ivaha Dubois, reassures Cameroonians this day on measures being put in place to ensure national peace.
I can say that the region of the Littoral, as other regions, are just part of the nation, and there is no discrimination. There is no way to say that we have some Cameroonians here and the other Cameroonians in the other way. We are belonging to the same family, and when there is a problem, we are facing problem when there is peace, we are together, and we have to see that the head of state is the one who has given us the way to be in peace in the littoral region. And we saw within this week how people were behaving, how the forces and the population were feasting together without any discrimination. So we are happy to.
In the context of COVID-19, the governor mentioned that the COVID-19 cases in the littoral region are few and pleads with the population to continue respecting COVID-19 barrier measures.
Pandemic, and we can see that the population of Cameroon are just following the policy of the head of state. So today we don't have any illness about this COVID here in the littoral region. So we can just say that we have to peace, but to be very vigilant and to continue to observe these governmental measures.
In a whole, this occasion in the littoral region went on successfully.
In the northwest region of Cameroon, civilians as well as law enforcement officials have expressed their commitment to build one and indivisible Cameroon. This was during the celebration of the National Day at the Bamenda Grandstand, chaired by the governor of the region, Adolphe Lelafrique Charles Akeba. Reports from Bamenda.
20th May 2022, Unitary State Golden Jubilee Day celebrations in Bamenda after 2 years break due to the coronavirus pandemic. Celebrations in Bamenda took place at the Commercial Avenue Grandstand, chaired by Northwest Governor Adolphe Lelafrique. With tight security, 75 persons were happy recipients of medals.
This particular distinction, I must say, if you watch the line, you would have known that I am the youngest to be there to receive this particular medal. It's been exceptional. I must say thank you. Thank you, first of all, to all the sport actors in Bamenda. Encourage all other Cameroonians to be more patriotic, sacrifice for your country. Give the little you can for the country to be better for the younger generation.
I'm not to say we are more and more going to the normalcy. I think we are going rather and will be like that in the coming days.
Though the streets remain deserted, with most inhabitants at the neighborhood all indoor in respect of 4 days ghost town instituted by separatist fighters, secessionists and others for fear of the unknown, the country's National Day celebration in the region went hitch-free on the value of social peace and a harmonious living together. Some city dwellers in Bamenda hope national unity and bilingualism be reached a new horizon for real democracy and social justice. Celebrating on the theme, the advent of security forces at the service of the people in preserving social peace and national cohesion, a guarantee for an emerging Cameroon, the region, through the civilian and military march past, expressed their commitment to the ideal of one and indivisible Cameroon. Northwest Governor Adolphe Lelafrique called on the population to redouble effort and bring back normalcy